Hello, Memphis. Hello, Memphis. Woo, we got a problem. We are in big trouble, Memphis. We are already in crisis. And this is something else on top of everything else that we are experiencing currently. The National Guard will be deployed to Memphis. Our wonderful president announced it this morning. And the reasoning he gave was just asinine. But the choices are his. We elected him. Well, I didn't. But he was elected. And he is making decisions. And it is tearing America apart. And he will be coming to Memphis. So it is time to get our houses in order. Get your children in check because the National Guard is coming. We see what they have done in Washington, D.C. And it is going to be no different here in Memphis, Tennessee. Our city leaders, most of them already don't care one way or the other what happens to the individuals in this city. And the people that are going to suffer the most are the black and the brown people. We all know that. We all know. And I don't understand for the life of me why they can't see what Memphis really needs. What we really need is monetary assistance. We've got a lot of homeless people sleeping on the streets. Our eviction rates are going up every day. We got a lot of hungriness in our city. People are hungry. Our children are hungry. We have a lot of people out of work. And companies are constantly closing. They're closing because of what our wonderful president has done. All of the mischievous things that he has done since he's been in office, the tariffs and everything else, has caused a lot of companies to close. And we're losing a lot of jobs in the Mid-South. On top of the fact that we already lost a lot of jobs to our minority sisters and brothers, well, our foreign sisters and brothers, excuse me. And I am not mad about that, but I am just saying. And a lot of people have came to this city and bought up property, and they have really raised the rates on living. I mean, and we can't afford it. What are we going to do when the National Guard arrives? And people are going to be scared to leave their homes. Even more businesses are going to close down because they're not going to get people to patronize it. They're not going to get people to work it. They're not going to be paying taxes. They're not going to be collecting anything. And this is going to have a ripple effect on our already destitute city. It is ridiculous. And the only reason that we have the problem that we have right now with guns is because our governor passed the gun laws for the permitless open carry. And that law applies to everybody. Every citizen has a right to do that until they don't have the right. When they make a mistake, when they do something asinine with that right, or when they misuse their privilege, then they lose it. But that is the reason why we have the problem that we have. We never had a problem with guns like that. We've always had a problem with crime, but guns are out of control since our governor passed that law. And a lot of our lawmakers begged him not to do that. They talked about the consequences and what would happen and where we may be headed with this type of law being enacted, and it was still written into law. And now we're here. Excuse me. And our governor is okaying the National Guard coming here. I'm not sure if I'm correct or not, but I understand that he asked the president for help. We don't need that kind of help. We need financial help. We need help with our social issues in the city, the social oppressions. We need help with other issues, housing issues. We don't have adequate housing in the city. We don't have adequate housing because a lot of the houses are being put in the Airbnb sector, which takes it out of the housing inventory that we have to choose from. And there are no housing for people. Not to mention out of towners, foreigners that don't even have the right to be in America. They don't even have the legal right. They don't have papers to be in America, are allowed to buy properties from our land bank for little or nothing, and then they barely put investments in it, and they move tenants in it, and they make a killing. And then when they raise the rent rate so high and people can't afford it anymore, they sit empty forever, and then it becomes a crime haven. Then it becomes a bando. We got a lot of issues that needs to be addressed in our city. And it is not something that the National Guard needs to get involved with. We need to have a conversation about a lot of things that's going on in Memphis. We need a lot of help in Memphis, but we don't need the National Guard. We've got another issue in our city that adds to our crime. The towing industry. It's a very important industry in our society today. There is a lot of business for tow trucks. There's a lot of need for tow trucks. But we've got a lot of towing predators that roam the city snatching cars and just snatching money out of poor people's lives, out of their families, out of their already destitute budget, heavily burdened budget. We already don't have enough. We already don't earn enough to sustain our life. And these people are snatching cars and taking money and wreaking havoc. And nobody's standing up for us. Nobody. I am even a victim of that. And right now, I am going through a health crisis because of all of this injustice and the need to fight back. But suppressing that energy is taking over me. My health is failing. And I have to suppress that energy because if I fight back, if I try to stand up for myself, then I am going to create more problems for myself. And that is what a lot of individuals in this city is experiencing. Memphis is a good city. We've got a lot of good people, but we have had a lot of bad breaks. Memphis has a rich history, but we also have a ratchet history. And they never ever want to talk about it. They never ever want to be real about what's going on in Memphis. When you hear reports like Memphis is the murder capital, Memphis and all of the people live here are unalivers. I don't unalive nobody. I never have, and I never will, unless I'm trying to protect myself. Okay? And I don't understand how we can get such a bad rap when nobody is really talking about what's going on. So, excuse me, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just came to say, black people, we got to get up and we got to do something. And I'm not talking about protesting. I'm not talking about rioting. I'm not talking about marching. I'm not talking about none of that. What I'm saying is we have to unite. We have to help each other. We have to help each other solve our issues and to try to live normal, peaceful lives. Something that everybody deserves. The basic necessities of life. If we stand together, I believe that we can all have that. I'm not saying that we can all be rich. I'm not trying to tear down any systems. What I'm trying to do is tear down these strongholds, to end these vicious cycles, to help black people win for once, finally, mentally, spiritually, socially, financially. We deserve to have a real chance at living a real life. We do. And honestly speaking, if we all are being real, everything that our president is doing is directed towards tearing things up. Systems, programs, black people, black excellence, black achievement. It is clear as day. Anybody with eyes can see. What is the end game? What is the goal of the president? All of these things that he's doing, all of these systems he's putting in place, all of these things that they're stopping, all of the funding that he's cutting out, what is the end game? What is the end result? What are you trying to achieve? Because with these things in place, if we still had all of these issues, all of this unrest, all of this division, all of this racial tension, all of this political divide, how can doing all of these mischievous things that is clearly hurting people, that is clearly hurting our country, the world, our relationships, our democracy, how are these things gonna help better things? How? It's not. Because you're depleting the people. How is it gonna help? I don't see how it's gonna help. But I'm not even trying to deal with all of that. The only thing that I'm concerned with is the chaos that's gonna come to this city when the National Guard gets here. Because we are already in a crisis state. We are already there. We are in need of solutions right now. And nobody's really trying to do anything. They had a candlelight vigil for the 4 children that got shot here a week or two ago, and nobody showed up. Only 3 people. 3 people. And that was the organizers. We've had so much killing in the city. We've had so much crime in the city. We've had so many unbelievable things to happen in the city. But you don't hear an uprising. You don't hear anything. You don't see any efforts to try to change. No joint efforts. I know it's a lot of individuals like myself and others that are trying to do things, but we're not getting anywhere. The efforts are not really making an impact because we're not reaching anybody. Things are not changing. They could, but they're not. So all I'm saying is, Memphis, I don't care what you think about me or how I sound or this is boring or BS or oh, ain't nothing gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. You need to look at your history. You need to think about what you go through personally every day. I don't care how fat your bank account is now. Be honest with yourself. Think about the struggle you had to get there. And think about the struggle that you have every day to keep it. Because the appropriation is real. And if you're not playing the game, you can't be in the room. You can't be a part of the club. You can't even enjoy the things of life, the real enjoyment. So all I'm saying is, everybody, take a look in the mirror. Decide how you can fit in, where you can help, what you're going to do, because we all have something to contribute to this change that's needed. God bless all of us with power. He blessed all of us with something within that we're supposed to put out in this earth, put out in this world to help change, to help make things better. Everything, every small thing, big thing, whatever, works together for the good of them that love God. We have to get up and do something, Memphis. I'm going to leave everything in the description that I'm doing right now. And I am asking you to click on the link and get involved where you can. Right now, I'm promoting the Youth Empowerment Program, the Youth Empowerment Network. It is an awesome program for children. I need youth from this city, from Shelby County, to staff this program and to get it out to our babies, to help save our babies, to get our babies busy. I am going to leave that information in the description. Parents, sign your children up. Get your babies involved. Help me to help save our children. You may not be affected by what's going on right now. But if we don't do something, you better believe your turn, your chance, your life will be affected by this. It's coming. It will come to your house, to your door, to your family. It will. If we keep ignoring it. If we keep acting like nothing is going on and keep acting like we don't have a responsibility to help change the direction of this city, to help heal this city. I also am working on the Renters Association. It's a nonprofit program for people who rent in this city. It's to help secure your finances and your future. So when you have issues, unexpected, job loss, income loss, whatever, we're going to have that there to help you. The Renters Association is designed for that. I'm going to leave the link in the description for you all to sign up so you can help get Memphis going. We got to get busy. I need individuals to staff the Renters Association program. Both of these programs are registered with the state of Tennessee. They are legal programs. I am not trying to run these programs. I have a lot to do. I am going through a health crisis. I have had 9 seizures. I have been diagnosed with cancer, and I can't even tell you the name of it because I do not accept it, but I have to be real about it. So I am being radical for Christ. I am working hard, and I am going to leave everything in the description, Memphis. We must get busy. We cannot let these people come to this city and cause more chaos in our city. We have got to get our houses in order before they get here. We have got to get united and connected and get moving on saving our city, ourselves, our family, and our future. Let's go, Memphis. Let's go.